To be honest with you, I didn't know where I should add this chapter, but I have to tell you about these things because maybe you're going to see them outside there and you will feel like you haven't seen them inside the course. Incremental, lift study, expected conversion rate. So basically, these are concepts that people are saying. For example, the expected conversion rate is that people say that Meta is actually having an expecting conversion rate of the ads that you're showing that they're going to convert so that they can calculate and all of that. I prefer not to go down that path and follow the statistical modeling and other things inside instead of me just guessing things because they're not very clear on these things. In all of the three things that I told you, if you just go and you read, you're going to see a lot of buzzwords like nuances, incremental, this and that, and they say the same things all over again and again with different sentences each one of the times, basically saying nothing at the end of the day. But there is some developments. There is a beta right now which is running for them to develop a new attribution setting, which is going to be about incremental. But I need to explain to you incremental because until they explained it to me from the Meta side, from all the videos I was trying to find information, I couldn't understand it. They were just saying incremental without explaining what it is. First of all, we're going to start by explaining what is a lift study. You can do a lift study in Meta. And basically in this lift study, you can see which are the new customers that you're getting, how much your ads are influencing basically the sales. How can they do that? They have two groups. One of them is the control group that is not going to see your ads. And the other one is the group that is actually going to see your ads. Basically, the first group, let's say that's having 2 sales without seeing your ads. That means that these sales maybe you could get anyway. And then you're having the other group which has seen your ads and got 9 sales. So they say that the incremental, all of this, is this 7. Okay, so this is the incremental. The incremental basically means how many new clients you would get from that if they were not going to be retargeting or meta stealing and all of that. So this is the incremental that you might be able to see. This is the lift study, which is actually finding the incremental. Now, the new attribution setting that you might see eventually, I don't know, still it's in beta. I'm going to do videos because I'm going to take part of a beta test as a limited beta test. You know, they're going to run it as an attribution setting. It's going to be called incremental attribution, and it's going to try to find you new sales. I'm guessing that we're not going to use it all the time in other accounts because it doesn't make sense and the Facebook doesn't work like this. At least this is what I have taught you in this course with repeated sales and data. The other thing though that we need to say is that in the incremental, I ask some questions like, if we run incremental in the attribution setting, how are we going to optimize? We're going to optimize based on the conversion model, which is a 7 days click over here, 7 days click, 1 day view. They said maybe they're going to expand it, but as of now, if we run incremental, we're still going to run based on 7 days. We're going to optimize our campaigns in the way that we know in CBO or NAC campaigns. And the last thing which I need to say about this, if it ever goes live again, I'm saying because these are beta tests that they need to see how they're going to perform, is that the way for it to understand, just from the point of loving Facebook ads and understanding how it's going to work, it's from, as they say, some variable sources because they want to be really vague on how it's going to work. But they say also that it's going to work from all the lift studies, which I explained to you earlier what it is, and all the database from these lift studies.